Malley will take the hill for the 8th time as a member of the San Francisco Giants. And he'll face this Pirates starting lineup. Oneil Cruz going to start things off. He'll be followed by Brandon Lowe and Nick Gonzalez. And you see the mom's first names on your right. Ryan O'Hearn will follow. Then it's Marcell Ozuna, Adriana's son, who career on Mother's Day is a .256 hitter. Spencer Horwitz will follow. Then Connor Griffin. Nick York is in left as Pirates needed to get Bryan Reynolds a day off. Henry Davis will be behind the dish.
And on the mound, Tyler Mahle right here making his 8th start. He's got a 5 ERA. He's got a 4-seam fastball, a split finger, a cutter, a slider, and he's pretty much scrapped the 2-seam fastball, the sinker. He's thrown it less than 3% of the time this year. But when he has thrown it, opponents are batting 1,000 against him on it. So don't expect to see the 2-seam fastball a whole lot today.
Underway, Oneil Cruz, who had 3 of the Pirates' 20 hits last night. He also scored 3 runs, with 4 for 9 in the series. You see a lot of players using the pink wristbands, pink bats, in this case for Oneil Cruz.
Yeah, pink everywhere. Major League Baseball started this a number of years ago. I think it's a cool little thing to do on Mother's Day here to honor moms and support breast cancer awareness.
How about the pink catcher's mask and the pink chest protector for Jesus Rodriguez? We saw Tom Hanahan, the pink mask for the home plate umpire. 3-0. Walks have been an issue for Tyler Mahle as well lately, this 31-year-old veteran. So 2 pitchers really trying to get back in the strike zone today. Mahle and Bubba Chandler. 3-2.
And again, that 4-seam fastball from Tyler Mahle. You see a little bit of arm side run, so another reason why he's probably gone away from that 2-seam fastball. Not only the success that hitters have had against him with it this year, but getting a little bit of run on the 4-seamer, especially when he goes glove side, which is into a left-handed hitter.
Well, we have a challenge.
On the ball, the pitcher's challenging.
The pitcher, ABS powered by T-Mobile. Tyler Mahle challenges. And he loses. That's a big one there.
Yes, it is. Well, we saw it come into play in yesterday's ball game against the Pirates. The Pirates losing both of their challenges early. And one of them was on a call kind of like this. You see Mahle tapping right there, asking for the appeal. When the Giants, Bryce Eldridge was at the plate, you know, it was a pitch down below the zone, and Eldridge 6'7", 6'8". Would have been a pitch that would have been in the strike zone for a lot of guys, but not against a guy that tall. And you just saw it come into play with Oneil Cruz.
Now Brandon Lowe takes ball 1. One ball and 1 strike on Lowe, who was 2 for 4 and had 4 RBIs last night. Had a triple and a double. Xfinity batting stats. Pitchers, by the way, their challenges this year across Major League Baseball have been successful 37% of the time. When pitchers challenge, they don't challenge nearly as much as the catchers and the batters. Batters have been successful 46% this year. Catchers 60%. Oneil Cruz back easily. He has stolen 14 bases, including last night.
Going back to your stat right there on the challenges, Brownie, that really doesn't surprise me that pitchers have been the least successful of the 3 guys on the field that are allowed to ask for the ABS challenge. I was talking about that in spring training, where just from my perspective as a pitcher, it would be extremely challenging because every pitch I throw that's close, I feel like it should be a strike. So, you know, we had a
swing and the miss, and the throw sails into center field. This is obviously an issue for Jesus Rodriguez, the rookie catcher. Saw it on Friday. And now the steal and the throw to second into center field. That steal of a base. Now you steal a deal. Scan on screen for $25 off at Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
And love the aggressiveness right here. Oneil Cruz is one of the base stealers on the Pirates, obviously, but right here being aggressive in the first inning. As you mentioned, Rodriguez, we saw him Friday, even in between innings, make a bad throw. So hopefully that's something we continue to see the Pirates push the envelope here in today's ball game when they have the opportunities.
And to Mally's credit, he's able to strike out Lau, and for now keep Cruz at third. Another look.
Yeah, great pitch to throw on coming up out of his crouch.
Something is obviously up with him, and it doesn't take long for teams to exploit it. And in this case, the Giants tried to attempt to try and hide the catcher. This is his second start of the series. There's ball one on Nick Gonzalez. The infield creeps in. Remember, they traded Patrick Bailey after the first game of the series, the Gold Glove catcher. Nick Gonzalez had a 4-hit game last night. And a ground ball base hit. Nicky G, like a magician with that bat, gives the Pirates a 1-0 lead.
But again, just like we were talking in the open, Brownie, I mean, the opportunity presents itself. Runner in scoring position, infield in. Nick Gonzalez knows he's just got to hit a hard ground ball through the infield, and he's got a pretty good chance of it sneaking through. And with Rise at second base shaded over in and shaded towards the second base bag, he had a pretty big hole on that right side of the field, and he finds it. I love this approach from the Pirates with runners in scoring position here the last couple of games.
Gonzalez, the leader in that department, by the way. He's hitting over 400 with men in scoring position. That's his 18th RBI. He came in 7th in the National League in batting average. Here, Ryan O'Hearn, 294 average for the season. And a fly ball to right. Jung-Hoo Lee for the second out. Our Penn West University stat of the day coming up with runners in scoring position coming into today. And there you see the number of hits. Brewers, Cubs, and Pirates. Pirates tied for third with the Braves in that department. Marcell Ozuna. Homered the opening game of the series. His 4th of the year, 300th of his career. Was on base 3 times with 2 hits on Friday. Doubled off the wall in left field his first at bat last night. But then proceeded to strike out 3 times, flied out and lined out. So he was 1 for 6. .286 career hitter against Malley, 4 out of 14. One of those 4 hits a home run. Malley, the veteran who made his major league debut against the Pirates as a member of the Cincinnati Reds. It was back in 2017. Giants defensively. You saw Rodriguez throw that ball into center field. The catcher, Casey Schmidt, at first. Luis Arraez at second. Matt Chapman, 5-time Gold Glover, at third. Willy Adames at short. Ramos struggling in left field. Elliot Ramos, Drew Gilbert at center, and in right field, Jung-Hoo Lee. Tell you, Ozuna also helped out not only with that double in the second inning last night, but the number of pitches he saw, and it spelled an early exit for Landon Roop. Didn't make it out of the 5th inning.
Yeah, a lot of guys in this Pirates lineup battled yesterday. Spencer Horwitz saw a bunch of pitches. Connor Griffin had a long at bat.
Malley strikes out Ozuna to end the first, but the Pirates strike first, lead 1-0. the bottom of the first here at Oracle Park in San Francisco. Pirates off to an early lead. Here's the lineup for Tony Vitello's Giants. Jung-Hoo Lee, Luis Arias, and Casey Schmidt. 1, 2, 3. Rafael Devers hits cleanup. Elliot Ramos in left with Willie Adames, the shortstop. Matt Chapman, Drew Gilbert, Jesus Rodriguez. Run differential this season for the Giants is a -49. That's the worst run differential in Major League Baseball. And Bubba Chandler looks to take advantage.
There we go. Good start right there. Take a look at the Car Shield numbers for Bubba Chandler. Making his 8th start, 203 opponent average, and that 26 next to the walks. We want to see Bubba continue to fill up the strike zone and be on the attack all the way through this start here. He's got one of the best fastballs velocity-wise in all of baseball.
There's what 98 slapped foul by Jung-Hoo Lee. He last night was 1 out of 5 after having 4 really good at bats on Friday. 2 for 4 with a couple of lineouts. '23-year-old Bubba Chandler making his 8th start this season, just his 12th start of his major league career. And that's going to go out of play. And that's the thing that it's almost become a cliche-ish about how success is not linear, and it's not going to be automatic that the guy gets to the big leagues and has success short or long term, and we don't know when that success is going to happen. There's a line drive to right, and man, that's a nice play by Ryan O'Hearn. We keep talking about it, but it's worth repeating that when the Pirates acquired him, everybody was saying, like, boy, they're in trouble in right field with this guy.
Well, he's a tireless worker. He works his tail off, and he made a great catch midway through the warning track last night, where he got turned around a little bit and found the baseball. Something I know him and Tony Beasley worked very hard on during spring training, and they continue to work on here in the season. Made that one look easy right there with his first step. I mean, just the more he does it, like anything else, he's going to get more and more comfortable, and he's got one of the best guys in all of baseball in Tony Beasley right there on the right of your screen to help him out.
And it was Luis Arias who was robbed last night by O'Hearn. His pop-up is caught in shallow left. Arias pops up to Gonzalez, and Hannah has more on that.
Brownie, speaking of that comfortability with O'Hearn in the outfield, something he didn't think he was going to be able to do was turn his head away from a ball and being able to catch it. Well, last night he did it, and I asked him about this. He goes, I've never felt more unathletic in my life. The entire time what was going through his head during that play was, oh no, absolute panic. So he made sure, though, to repost that highlight last night. He said, anytime I have an outfield highlight, you better believe I'm going to repost it. I said, I think the catch earned some cool points. I don't think you look that unathletic. Well,
to Matt's point, and to what you're saying, Hannah, the work he's put in, there's a pop-up on the infield. Nobody's calling for it initially, and now Horwitz takes control. 10 pitches. Really nice first inning for Bubba Chandler. Pirates on the UPMC scoreboard. Pirates Baseball on SNP is presented by UPMC, the official healthcare provider of sports coverage on SNP. Matt was doing that earlier this morning.
Yep, sure was. My light jacket's yellow, though.
Oh. Spencer Horwitz talked about the number of pitches seen last night by Pirates batters. Horwitz himself saw 32 pitches. Batting average 255 for the year. That's that OPS at 773. Last 19 games, that OPS is at 872. On base 3 times last night. Then Furniture and Mattress strike zone. Horwitz, Griffin, and York. How to play. Horwitz's mom, Laura. Spencer Horwitz, who born in Maryland. Outside of Baltimore. Strike 3 is called.
That's a good looking cutter right there from Mahle. Mentioned the 4-seam fastball with the arm side run, so like a lot of guys with a 2-seam slider combo, the 4-seamer, when it runs like it does from Mahle, to combine that with the cutter, that's tough. So we talk about pitchers X in the bottom of the strike zone where the ball comes out of one lane, one tunnel. The hitter essentially has to kind of pick which way they think it's going to run. That one in particular, it looked like Spencer was expecting the arm side run like he sees from the fastball, and then it run outside of the zone and then cuts back the other direction, stays in.
Hammered towards center field off the bat of Connor Griffin to the wall. And how about it on Mother's Day? His mom, Kim, watching right now, probably with tears in her eyes. Connor Griffin to dead central, his 3rd big league homer. It is 2-0.
What a gift that is right there, Brownie. A slider, first pitch. He was sitting on it, 110 off the bat. That thing got out of here in a hurry. This is not an easy ballpark to hit home runs in. Connor Griffin just made it look small to the biggest part of the yard.
Jeez, was that loud?
Yes, it was.
Connor Griffin gives the Pirates a 2-0 lead, his 3rd major league home run. .413 feet. As York lines out to first. And that home run brought to you by UPMC.
I got out of here in a hurry. You see the slider just above the knees. Boy, that's a pitch we're going to see him hit a lot of.
Jeez.
Look out, Jesse.
Jesse Chavez, the bullpen coach for the Giants. 110 miles an hour off the bat, 413 feet. Connor Griffin. Rolled to short. Henry Davis will be the final out, but Connor Griffin goes deep. And it's 2-0. 2-0 going to the bottom of the second inning. Connor Griffin, third major league home run. Levin Furniture and Mattress Pirates defense. Nick Gonzalez on the other side of him. And on the right side, it's Brandon Lau, Spencer Horwitz. The outfield left to right, Nick York, O'Neill Cruz, and Ryan O'Hearn. Henry Davis catching. And there's a quick strike on Rafael Devers.
Stay with the fastball right here. 0-2. We saw Braxton really throw every fastball he threw, just threw right by Rafael Devers. So doesn't mean you can't go off speed, but you really got to make sure you get it out of the zone, especially with an 0-2 count. But with the explosiveness of Bubba Chandler's four-seam fastball, I want to see him. What's the old saying? Blowing doors?
That's I like that one.
Blowing doors.
Punching tickets. The strikeouts. And that 100. So what's he's thrown? 13 pitches and only one off speed. 12 of the 13.
Yep, that was a one changeup to a rise to get the pop up.
101. Jared Jones gets credit for that blowing doors comment.
Ah, gotcha. I knew I'd heard it somewhere.
2-2. Pop up. Going to go out of play. 100 again from Bubba Chandler. Bubba does that thing where he's not so sure about a challenge. He'll go to the back of his cap, kind of approaching the top of his head. And
yeah, it's something he does after every pitch, not just a close pitch.
3-2. Still 3-2. But depending on the umpire.
I know what happened.
It happened
a couple of starts ago,
yes.
Right?
And he went off. He ended up. The umpire saw it and thought it was a challenge, and it ended up helping. Chandler didn't mean to, but a call was overturned. And when he went off the mound that day, he told the umpire, "I was just going to my hat. I wasn't challenging." There's a pop up. Gonzalez, foul ground.
I like it. I like it so far. The first four hitters of the ball game here for Bubba Chandler. He's trusting that fastball and going right after these hitters. That's what we talked about in the open, seeing him in the strike zone with a four-seamer.
So all pitches but one has been a fastball so far, and a slider there. We're almost expecting the fastball.
Yeah, this is what happens when you establish that fastball in the strike zone. You get swings like that on the breaking ball down.
First base umpire is the crew chief, Scott Berry. Hard slider, 1-2.
A couple of really good ones coming into this season. That was the thing we were talking about with Bubba Chandler, is seeing more consistency with the spin. The fastball is there and the changeup is there. Being more consistent with the spin. That's three in a row that are pretty good.
Into center field, O'Neill Cruz. Second out. Ramos retired. Chandler now faces Willy Adames. Chandler coming off his start against the Diamondbacks on this road trip. He went 5 innings, gave up a couple of runs, walked 6. For a sweeper of the day to Willy Adames. Make it second. He threw a sweeper to Ramos. It's lifted to right. Toward the line. O'Hearn, long run, drops in fair territory. It'll be a double.
That one hung up there for a long time. We thought Ryan O'Hearn would have a chance to get to it, but he was starting way over in the right center field gap. He had a long way to go, but great play right there, barehanding it, even making it close at second base. You got to credit Adames right there, a little frustrated with the swing, but when he saw the positioning of the fielders, turned on the Jets a little bit, was able to get into second base. That's just another play, even though not rewarded with an out. Show you the work that Ryan O'Hearn has put in out in right field.
Couple of fastballs to Matt Chapman, 0-2. Chapman snapped his 0 for 29 hitless string with a base hit in the 5th inning last night against Braxton Ashcraft. Chandler looking for his first strikeout of the day. There it is. Gets him with a 4-seamer on the corner. We're going to have a challenge.
Pitch called the strike. The batter's challenging. Pulse confirms San Francisco loses their challenge. They have one remaining. Excuse me, they are out of challenges.
No challenges left. Strikeout confirmed. This Mother's Day, join Major League Baseball and our partners in the fight against breast cancer. Visit MLBtogether.com/Mother's Day to learn more. On this Mother's Day, the Pirates lead 2-0, and O'Neill Cruz, top of the order once again, versus Tyler Mahle. During the break between innings, watch the catcher. He's got that thing. It's pretty apparent.
Yeah, this is not a replay. We saw it again we saw it first on Friday night. And then a bad throw in the first inning here with O'Neill Cruz running to second base allowed him to get to third base. So guarantee those guys in the Pirates dugout saw that. Watch for the base runners to be aggressive.
2-1. So the Giants are down 2. They're also without any challenges, as Tyler Mahle challenged the walk to Cruz in the first inning and lost that one on a 3-2 pitch. And then just moments ago, Matt Chapman challenged the strike 3 on him. They're out. We saw how frustrating that can be for Pirate hitters. They did that to themselves last night early. I'm really anxious now, Matt, to see the Pirates get some base runners on and take advantage of this. We've seen catchers over the years on occasion have that thing. Veteran Pirate fans might remember Mackey Sasser, a former Met who was a Pirate catcher for a time. He had an issue throwing the ball back to the pitcher. And he would do like a double clutch. How about over the years you've seen?
I
mean, have that issue?
And nothing comes to mind really with my personal experience. I mean, obviously Major League and Rube Baker and his struggles there, but that's not a true story.
Strike 3 called.
Think about like guys like Chuck Knobloch at second base. Remember he had it.
Rick Ankiel as a pitcher had it.
As a pitcher.
I mean, obviously, famously, our buddy Steve Blass talked about that and his issues. Very well documented, well publicized. Was it Kevin Sauché? Pitcher had it. Ball 1 on Brandon Lau. Two 2-0 on Lau. Could not hold up. Steve Sachs had that issue. Second base for the Dodgers. Mark Wohlers, a pitcher for the Braves, had it. More recently, Daniel Bard, a pitcher.
I forgot about Mark Wohlers. I'll have to talk to him about it. Get his experiences.
I think Dale Murphy, we'll have to ask Walkie about that. I think Dale Murphy, when he was with the Braves, when he was a catcher.
Is that why they moved him?
One of the reasons they moved him was he was struggling to throw the ball back to the pitcher. 2-2. Look out. Oh, man. Nick Gonzalez. Glad he was watching.
Yeah, no kidding. You don't see that a whole lot. You see it with foul balls from time to time. Take a look at this. Just loses the handle, and Nick Gonzalez. Nice job getting out of the way of that one. That wouldn't have been good.
He's made some adjustments. We touched on a little bit last night with Hannah. Hannah has more.
Yeah, Brownie, pay attention to Nick Gonzalez's setup here. Hitting coach Matt Haig said they're trying to get him closer to his end load and stay in that one spot longer to prevent going forward early. It's a little minor tweak in that setup they noticed in Arizona, but Nick said he's been thankful for the hitting staff for recognizing it. It paid off, certainly last night and already early today.
They had the base hit to drive in the run, his 18th RBI of the season for Nick Gonzalez, who came in again batting .323.
Well, that makes sense. That little adjustment, staying on your backside a little bit. He's going to see the ball a little bit better. Force the pitcher into the strike zone, not chase as much. And we saw him, was it Friday night? He had 3 walks, which is rare. I actually got a chance to talk to Nick about that. Kind of half-heartedly said, congratulations. And he kind of looks at me. I said, 3 walks.
Yeah.
He chuckled, said, yeah, it's a challenge sometimes to walk me 3 times. But that's going to help him not only see the ball better, but let the ball get a little bit deeper in the hitting zone, use all parts of the field.
And fly ball to Jung-Hoo Lee. Will do it. Pirates go down in order. They lead 2-0 in the 3rd. 2-0. Pirates lead the Giants, bottom of the third inning. On the UPMC scoreboard, Pirates baseball is presented by UPMC, the official healthcare provider of sports coverage on SNP. Bubba Chandler's mom and dad here this afternoon to watch him pitch on Mother's Day. Bobby, his mom, his dad, Ruben. Chandler's talked often about how important mom and dad have been in his baseball career, all the sacrifices. 0-2 on Drew Gilbert.
Saw them in Cincinnati the first road trip of this season. It's a really good looking changeup right there. Mr. and Mrs. Chandler. Ruben was telling me that Bobby wants to see every start.
Oh boy. And nice catch below us.
Well, he just kind of laughed and was like, well, one of us has to work. How are we going to pull that off? But they're in attendance for a lot of them. They travel and support him. Got to know him pretty well during Bubba's time in amateur baseball back in Atlanta.
Bubba from that area.
Good people.
Roy Ruben Chandler is on the mound for the Pirates. Nicknamed Bubba. I believe Hannah told us that his sisters gave us that nickname. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Drew Gilbert. Jesus Rodriguez to follow, and then Jung-Hoo Lee. Picks up his second strikeout.
Well, it's not always all about punching tickets, but sometimes they're fun. Back-to-back strikeouts right there. Got Chapman looking. Now gets Gilbert swinging, and that fastball up and in outside the strike zone. But he gets the swing and miss and the chase on that because he's established the first 2 innings of this ball game that he's going to be in the strike zone with that four-seamer.
That slicing foul and out of play. Jesus Rodriguez just called up. It's a 5 for 11 at the plate. O'Hearn. 2 outs. Registration is open for the 5th annual Pirates Charities Family Walk, Saturday, May 30th at PNC Park. All proceeds from the Family Walk will continue to help provide critical mental health resources to youth in our community through the AHN Chill mobile program. Register now at pirates.com/familywalk. So that was out number 2, but you're locked in. Bubba says, oh, that's going to be the 3rd out.
Well, him and Henry both, they were so convincing that Tom Hanahan, the home plate umpire, even rolled a ball out onto the mound. So when Nick Gonzalez threw the ball back to Bubba Chandler on the mound,
even the umpire thought
there was a baseball laying right there by the rubber. Act like you own the place.
Now
I
that's
love
funny. I don't care what you say. That's funny.
See, right there at the bottom of your screen. Well, wait a minute. Hold on.
One-two pitch. Chandler again, his 8th start this season and just his 12th of his early major league career. Still 2-2. Jung-Hoo Lee, 1 for 5 last night. Born in Japan, his dad played for the Chunichi Dragons and then went on to sign in Korea. Line to right. Fair ball. And a 2-out double.
Take a look at the replay right here. It was a changeup. Was it elevated? It was. And right at the knees. So with 2 strikes, Bubba wants to try to get that one down. Just left it up a little bit. Able to keep Lee in the ballpark. And again, Ryan O'Hearn, nice job getting over to it, getting it into the infield. If he gets that one away from the left-handed swinging Lee, you might get him to swing over the top of it. But with 2 strikes, you go to that changeup. Want to keep it down at the bottom of the zone or below.
And there's a changeup at the knees for a strike. And fights that one off. Runner coming to the plate. The throw by York is strong but late, and an RBI single for Luis Arraez has the Giants on the board as Jung-Hoo Lee scores from second. It's 2-1.
Yeah, Arraez is as good as they get in Major League Baseball of taking a fastball and just shooting it the other direction, kind of inside out. You see that's even on the inner third of the plate. Not a bad pitch from Bubba Chandler right there. Look how good he is of just pulling the hands through, getting the barrel of the bat to the ball and going the opposite direction. Nick York, does everything he can right here, but Lee runs pretty well, and with 2 outs running on the crack of the bat, not much of a chance to get him at the plate.
This one popped up. And York makes the catch. 2-out double, and then an RBI single. It's 2-1. Welcome to the Toyota RAV 4th inning. 2-1 Pittsburgh leading the Giants, trying to take this series. Pirate fans on hand all weekend. Really road trip, saw a bunch in Phoenix, and hope to see you Tuesday night. Pirates back home, take on the Colorado Rockies. It's a Paul Skeens night at PNC Park Tuesday.
I like that guy's jersey right there. Did you see that one? The Buccos across it? I think I've seen that.
Yeah, I've not seen that before. Ryan O'Hearn. Fly to right his first time.
Right there, Brian.
Yeah. Skeens Buccos jersey. Looks like that same kind of Roswell printing.
Yeah. The R?
Yeah. team down in Georgia is similar.
What's it called on the corner of the letters? Like the steel molecule burst?
I mean,
You know what I'm
that's
talking about?
yeah. It's supposed to be suggested it's the Keystone Star. Just the Keystones,
The Keystones?
supposedly. Unconfirmed. The Keystone Serif is the name of the font, apparently.
No.
3-2 on
Oh,
Ryan O'Hearn,
Just beautiful.
who hits 364 on Mother's Day. Strikes out looking. It's already 6 Ks for Malley.
This one just clips the bottom of the zone. I think it was a cutter. Didn't see what it came up as on the scoreboard there, but sometimes Malley will run away from his arm, excuse me, and he'll lose the cut on the cutter, but it'll have a little bit of drop. Kind of like we talk about with the slider, sometimes a backup slider, a little backup cutter.
Two and 0. Ball 3 on Osuna. Malley signed a 1-year, $10 million deal as a free agent this winter to come to the Giants. Uh-oh. This better be right.
Pitch called a strike. Batter's challenging.
I think we're going to be good here.
Ooh.
What an eye.
Yeah.
Pitch the ball. Pitch for defensive challenge. They have 2 remaining.
You better be sure, especially after yesterday when he lost that second inning challenge, but on a 3-0. And he was right.
But if you noticed, the Giants are already out of both of theirs. There was a pitch against Ryan O'Hearn that was called a ball that was in the strike zone. Forcing,
Nothing they could do about it.
yeah, forcing Malley to throw a couple extra pitches to finally get the strikeout. Pushing him up to 60 already here in the top of the 4th inning.
Oh, 2. One of the 6 strikeouts. And 3 caught looking. Talked about that last night. How many times Pirates were caught looking. New bat. And gonna have to go back to his standard bat. The other one broke. 0-2 on Horwitz. Two. Connor Griffin, who homered on deck. Big pitch coming up here for Malley. A reverse split guy this year, by the way. Righties hit him much better than lefties this year. And this lefty pops up. The right-handed hitter coming up, homered. And that leads us to StatCast powered by Google Cloud.
First pitch of the at-bat right here, 110 miles an hour off the bat. He got a slider, middle part of the plate, just above the knees. Great swing on it, 413 feet into the Giants bullpen out there in left center field. It got out of here in a hurry.
And wonder how Mom Kim reacted. Hannah?
Brownie said she might have tears in her eyes. She responded on social media, said, you know she's crying back at home. So hopefully more happy tears for Mama Griffin.
Happy tears. No doubt. This is in the air the other way, out of play. What a kid.
Yeah, no kidding.
What a man. Connor Griffin. And what a player. Strike 3 called. Thought about it. Not going to challenge. Pirates still lead 2-1. Pirates baseball on SNP is presented by MediConnect. Medicare made simple. Line drive foul. I guess maybe at times you think that making it simple, keeping it simple is something guys like Chandler want to try and do.
He's done a nice job of it today, competing with that fastball in the zone. Went first pitch changeup right there and got Devers way out in front of it. That first pitch changeup can be dangerous sometimes, but Bubba Chandler's changeup is really, really good. About 8 or 9 miles an hour slower than the fastball. Now after that fastball down at the bottom of the strike zone, it'd be a good time to go back with the changeup. Just want to get it below the zone here.
Yeah, chased. Oh, no. Just what Matt Kapp suggested.
Yeah, and now I'd go back with that four-seam fastball at the top of the zone or in.
Rolled to second.
There you go. That'll work too. And when you've got a changeup like Bubba's, double up with it.
What makes his changeup so good? Along, of course, you have that fastball.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Matt, what is it about his changeup?
That movement right there, that sink that you just saw, that was a great image. You see the little tail on the baseball, so the arm side movement and the sink that he gets to it, but you don't get that sink when it's up in the zone. It's got to be down, let gravity work a little bit for you, but also having the plus velocity, throw a 98 to 100. You know, hitters have to gear up and kind of cheat for that fastball to catch up to it. And they see the changeup.
Oh boy, that ball sent a long way, and Elliot Ramos ties the game. A no-doubter. That's his fourth. And it's 2-all.
That one was hit pretty good. That was a slider. Looked like it was center. That's the pitch we're looking for more consistency with from Bubba Chandler. You see that's kind of flattened out. Middle height of the strike zone, inner third. That's right in the nitro zone for Ramos. He didn't miss that one.
Home run for Ramos. And now the Giants have homered in 6 straight games after they went 6 straight on their previous road trip without hitting a home run. They do not hit many. O'Hearn gets there. Adames pops out.
It's a good sign for me, though. After the home run, go right back into the strike zone, get a quick out.
Just the 26th home run hit by the Giants this year. They came in tied for the fewest in the league with the Milwaukee Brewers. Davis back and out of play. For Bubba Chandler, that's the 6th home run he's given up this year. You're talking about 37 innings. Struck out Chapman looking in the 2nd. Matt Chapman, 33-year-old veteran. Several seasons with Oakland, a couple years with Toronto, and his 3rd year with the Giants. Fly ball to left. That's Nick York. And the home run by Elliot Ramos, his 4th, has tied the game at 2 after 4. Join us for AHN Game Day Live 30 minutes before every game here on SNP. All the latest news on your Buccos, plus insights and analysis from our team of Sportsnet experts. Nobody gets you ready for the start of the game like we do here on SNP. It's 2-2, top of the fifth. New ball game. Nick York lined out to the first baseman. His first time up against Mahle. And he grounds this ball. First pitch swinging to Willy Adames. Getting the start in left field. Brian Reynolds essentially getting 2 days off because of tomorrow being the off day, and then the homestand beginning Tuesday night. And you like the fact that Don Kelly, the Pirates, think about the fact that, hey, we're going to give him a day off. When do you want to do it? Well, last day of the road trip, make it back to back, or the first day of the homestand. If I'm a Pirate fan, I'm glad. I'd rather him play at PNC Park. I want to see the Stars play at my home ballpark.
Yeah, absolutely. And a long day today.
Yep.
Early morning, long flight across the country tonight.
Henry Davis rips this to left, but that's going to carry out to Ramos. 2 up, 2 down, back to the top of the order. And again, that homestand begins Tuesday night against the Rockies, and then the Phillies come to town. It is rivalry weekend across Major League Baseball. Pirates and their cross-state rivals start that series Friday night. That's fireworks night. Go to pirates.com for tickets. And that homestand will end on Sunday, a week from today, and that should also be a Paul Skeens day. Ball one on O'Neill Cruz. He's walked and struck out, stolen a base, scored a run.
Let's see if the Pirates can get a little 2-out rally mounted here. And even if they don't score any runs, if they can force Mahle to throw some pitches, first 2 outs on 3 pitches here in the 5th inning, get that pitch count on up at 72 right now. Get into that Giants bullpen that we saw struggle yesterday and having to use a lot of guys the first 2 games of this series.
Made some changes to that bullpen because of the usage and struggles of guys like Ryan Walker, who was used as a closer. He was optioned to AAA Sacramento after the game last night. 2 balls and a strike. For what it's worth, Pirates first time through the order against the starting pitcher, a .267 team average, 3rd highest in baseball. Second time the Pirates see the starting pitcher, .218 batting average. That's 2nd worst in baseball. 3rd time through, they hit .292 against the starter, which is 2nd best in baseball. And a drive to left and leaping up, and it is gone. O'Neill Cruz with an opposite field missile to give the Pirates back the lead. That's his 10th.
Well, how about some carry out of this ballpark today? O'Neill Cruz showing you just how strong and impressive he is at the plate. To be able to carry out of this ballpark to the opposite field like that, that's unbelievable.
Let's go.
Man, that was impressive. I know the ball carries a little bit better during the day here than it does at night, but
right on top of the wall.
my goodness, that was awesome.
Opposite field home run. O'Neill Cruz hits his first home run in May and gives the Pirates back the lead. 10 homers now for Cruz.
Love it. Love it.
A 360-foot homer.
They all count.
The Pirates take the lead. Yeah, you gotta love that. His mom, Heyo. 10 homers, 29 RBIs, and his 5th hit of the series. 2-2 on Lau. He and Cruz now tied for the team lead with the 10 home runs. Last year, Cruz hit the whole season, hit 20. He's got 10 already. I mean, halfway through May. A strikeout. And O'Neill Cruz acting like Superman. The opposite field home run gives the Pirates the lead. O'Neill Cruz gives the Pirates a 3-2 lead with that home run in the top of this 5th inning. Bubba Chandler facing Drew Gilbert. A couple of the relievers walking out to the bullpen, and they're walking out there alongside O'Neill Cruz. That's Gregory Soto on your left, Dennis Santana on the other side of Cruz, handled nicely by Horwitz, and that's a nice first out. Drew Gilbert.
O'Neill just telling him, get ready, boys. Gave us the lead. Bubba's going to shut him down for a few more innings, and we're going to go ahead and hand you the baseball. And that was impressive.
Jesus Rodriguez. This backing out of play. Oh, and 1. (14 of 18 first pitch strikes).
I love it. I love it. And staying in the zone. 46 of his 62 total today have been strikes.
Good ratio. Was a strike.
Yeah, that one catches the zone too.
But called a ball, 3-1. Hard to walk these guys, so you want to throw strikes for sure to these Giants. Just 75 walks drawn by this Giants team. Only team in baseball with less than 100 bases on balls. Just his second 3-ball count for Chandler. Struck him out. That slider.
Yeah, he's got that slider working. The sweeper we've seen back up on him and have a hard time finding the strike zone. But the slider's been pretty good for Bubba when he's gone to it today. And again, set up by the pitch before, 97-mile-an-hour fastball that was essentially right down the middle. And then this comes off that same plane. Rodriguez doesn't have much of a chance on it.
Talked in the open about those 3-ball counts. Struggling to throw strikes. Leading to all those walks. Most in the league. Coming in 26 free passes. Ball 1 to Jung-Hoo Lee. It's down the bunt. Chandler off balance. Throws it past Horwitz. Jung-Hoo Lee is going to wind up at, and Chandler gets up kind of limping. Let's hope he's all right. He got up and he kind of limped back toward home plate.
Bubba went to slide to get this bunt there, and it looked like his left knee stuck in the grass there on the infield. I hope he's all right. Just take a look at it right here. You'll see his knee just kind of stick right there in the grass, and the way Lee gets down the line, he doesn't have time to get his feet underneath him. But if he slides along that and doesn't stop like he does right there, he's got a chance to scoop that up, get his feet underneath him, and make a good throw. But he just caught the grass, unfortunately, and we know Bubba Chandler's a great athlete, signed to go to college to play football and baseball at Clemson. Saw, where was it, in Cincinnati? He made that double play. Just incredibly athletic out there on the mound.
A hit and an error. And 3-1.
I'm watching here with that left leg, watching velocity and command and everything. See if it's consistent with what we've seen so far from Bubba.
Now that is a little bit of a red flag. Because again, after making the play, he limped back toward the cover at home plate, and you wonder if something's bothering him.
Yeah, it could be. I mean, everybody talks about the right leg, the drive leg from a pitcher. The front leg, you see a little hop right there. Don't know if that means anything or if that's just frustration. Last 3 pitches there in that at bat to Arise were change-ups at 91, 92 miles an hour, which is about what we're used to seeing from the change-up for Bubba Chandler. But that lead leg is just as important, if not more important, for velocity and command. Having that stability on the front side is extremely important for a pitcher.
Bunt, hit, and an error. Bill Murphy, the pitching coach, Don Kelly, the Pirates manager. Casey Schmidt at the plate. Has popped up and flied out. That's the first error of Chandler's career, by the way. 5th error by a Pirates pitcher this season. And by comparison, the Blue Jays pitchers have committed 9, the most in baseball. Look out, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Well, the velocity's there.
Yeah. He wanted to challenge. He's out of challenges. Casey Schmidt.
Well, I think he would have lost it if he did.
100. Movement too. Pulled Schmidt. High pop. Trouble seeing it, Gonzalez. So it's Henry Davis, and Davis stays with it. Nick Gonzalez looked like he had some trouble, but Henry Davis is there. Pirates lead 3-2. (3-2) Pirates, top of the 6th inning. During the break, Bubba Chandler goes down the dugout steps, and Don Kelly is going to follow him down there. Now ball gets away out in right field, so we're going to have a little bit of a delay. And now Chandler back out there. We will see if he will go back out to the mound. So hopefully he's been checked out and everything okay. Although Matson is up, so maybe not. And they decide to be extra cautious. But you saw Joel Harris, the associate head athletic trainer, follow him down the dugout steps, and Don Kelly. So the way it's looking with Matson starting to throw, they decided not to take any chances. 1 ball, 1 strike on Nick Gonzalez. We'll see what happens. Maybe just a precautionary measure. Maybe they'll let him go back out there and see. If you know Chandler, you know he's going to fight to stay in.
Yes. Yeah, he's not going to be easy to take out of this ball game. And you know, Isaac doesn't look like he's in a big hurry out there just yet.
See him talking to Mitch Keller and Carmen Mlodzinski there.
Well, we'll see what happens.
Yep.
See if he goes back out there or if that's it.
See if the Pirates score him a few more runs here. Because the Giants have to be thinking about Tyler Mahle now at 86 pitches and doing a pretty good job. Mahle came in with an ERA of 5. Talk about him being a reverse split guy. Righties had 338 off of him this year. Lefty batters just over 200. And a line drive to center. Gonzalez is the first out, brings up Ryan O'Hearn. One thing for sure, Penn West University educating you. He's throwing A lot of pitches in the zone. 57.1% of his pitches in the strike zone, matching his season high. That's what Matt Capps is talking about in our open. What the Pirates needed to see from Bubba Chandler.
Yeah, I was talking about his fastball command being more competitive in the zone with the fastball. Coming into this ball game, only 62% of the time was he in the strike zone with his fastball, and that's a little below average. The league has been slugging .436 against him with the fastball, which is higher than average. So if that is it for Bubba Chandler, he's got to be pretty happy with the 5 innings of work in today's ball game. The way he attacked guys, not only fastball in the zone, going after him with it, but the slider looked really good as well. He threw a lot of really nice looking sliders.
Mahle falls behind O'Hearn 3-1. Oh, they fouled it off. Headed toward the water.
I got to clarify myself, Brownie. It was a 62% strike percentage, which counts for even swings outside of the strike zone. He was in the 40s with in zone percentage and 62. And what did you say, 57%?
Yeah, there's a base hit for O'Hearn. Again, came in a .364 career hitter on Mother's Day, and that's his first hit and brings up Marcell Ozuna. Let's go down to Hannah.
Brownie, you just mentioned Mother's Day. Well, Ryan O'Hearn's wife, Hannah, is experiencing her first Mother's Day. He said the greatest thing he's ever experienced in his life has been watching her become a mom. He said watching her mature with the patience, selflessness she showed every day, and just seeing how she is with their baby, he's so thankful for her. He said he never worries when he's gone. He has the ultimate trust in her, continues to confirm he married the right person. So happy Mother's Day to her and all the moms in his life. They're all amazing and continuing to show support for all the moms here today, Brownie.
He gets a hit for Harper there, Hannah. And now Marcell Ozuna. Fouls it off. Keaton Winn up in the bullpen. Mahle has reached a season high in terms of pitch count. Two outs.
I thought that was going to be trouble right there. Luis Arraez going back, glove straight up, battle in the sun and a little bit of wind here at Oracle Park. Don't you know the Giants would love for Mahle to get out of this inning, not have to go to that bullpen just yet. See if Spencer can ruin that plan here.
Probably the last batter for Mahle, regardless of what happens here. Season high pitch count. He has not thrown as many as 100 pitches. This is a guy who underwent Tommy John surgery a couple of years ago. And ball one. Not thrown as many as 100 pitches since July of 2022.
Connor Griffin on deck, hit the homer earlier in the ball game, and you mentioned Tyler Mahle being a reverse split guy.
Left center, and that was kind of misjudged by Gilbert. So this is going to score the run as O'Hearn scores on the double by Horwitz into left center field. Pirates take a 4-2 lead.
That ball going into left center field right there off the bat of Spencer Horwitz. Had a little bit of a slice to it, running away from Drew Gilbert out in center field, who just didn't have a beat on it. A little bit of a jog right off the bat, and then ball running away from him, which is kind of odd here The wind is blowing out towards right field. You'd think it would push back towards Gilbert, but it just kept slicing away from him. Nice little double there from Spencer that is going to end the day for Tyler Mahle.
4-2 Pirates. Connor Griffin will be coming up against a new pitcher.
Welcome back. An RBI double from Spencer Horwitz makes this a 4-2 lead for the Bucks as the Giants go to their bullpen. And their bullpen coach is actually Jesse Chavez, a familiar face for the Pittsburgh Pirates. He had told me about getting traded to the Pirates earlier in his career. He said there was someone who took him under his wing. He said Matt Capps took him under your wing, Capps, when you were there. He said you messaged him once a month until he was eventually called up just to check in on him. And by the way, it took him about 2 seasons to get called up. So that's a lot of checking in on someone. And he was very, very appreciative of you and paid you so many compliments.
He's one of my favorite people, and so excited to catch up with him during this series out here in San Francisco. Got to have breakfast with him yesterday and spend some time. Cherished my time as a teammate with Jesse for sure, and proud to see him doing what he's doing after his playing days. He had a great career.
Two-ball game. Pirates lead it over the Giants as Spencer Horwitz delivers that double. This Pirates pitching change presented by Valvoline Instant Oil Change service you can see, experts you can trust.
See Isaac Matsson's numbers right there, making his 19th appearance. 13 strikeouts in 17 innings. One of those came in his last appearance on Thursday in Arizona. Struck out the only batter he faced in Nolan Arenado.
Pitch called the ball. Catch the challenge out.
Ooh, nice
Pitch
challenge.
strike. Pittsburgh retains their challenge. They have 2 remaining.
Tip of the cap.
Yeah, way to go, Hank.
We'll have to find out. Chandler probably removed from the game because of, maybe not, won't call it an injury, but maybe Don Kelly decides, hey, it's not worth risking it. They don't seem terribly concerned about Chandler, who came out of the clubhouse and back into the dugout, and there he is.
I wouldn't think it would be anything major. Just saw Donnie Kelly and
just precautionary. Joel Harris again. That,
yeah, if it was serious, he'd be in the training room right now, getting some work done or anything like that. Likely just precautionary in a situation like this. Off day tomorrow. The Pirates bullpen is fairly fresh. The leverage guys haven't thrown. It's first time we've seen Isaac Mattson in this series here.
Driven to right center field. And that gets down. And Rafael Devers into second base for the double.
Well, hopefully we can get out of here before Devers and Chapman and Adames and kind of the meat of this order really gets hot. But this is a pitch elevated right here. O'Neal Cruz did everything he could, played it great, made a fantastic throw to second base to even make it close with Devers at second base. O'Neal kind of hindered there off the bat. He was playing over in the left center field gap, shading Devers to hit the ball the other direction, had a lot of ground to cover.
Ramos hit the home run off of Chandler in the fourth. Lined out to center field his first time up. First time today that the Giants get a leadoff man on. Mattson's last outing was on Thursday. Faced one batter in the 8th inning against the D-backs. Struck out Nolan Arenado. Still 2-2 on Ramos. Mattson 5 innings, 2 runs, 5 hits, a walk, 3 strikeouts. Chandler rather, 5 innings, 2 runs, 5 hits, a walk, 3 strikeouts. The other way. And Ramos with an RBI double makes it 4-3.
We talked about it with the Pirates hitting with runners in scoring position, doing a nice job of thinking big part of the field, shoot the ball the other direction. Ramos does exactly that. It's a fastball, middle part of the plate. He just pulls his hands in, gets a barrel to it, and shoots it down the right field line. Well, that's situational type hitting right there. Just find the open spot on the field, try and direct the ball there. Rewarded with extra bases.
7 hits for these Giants, 4 of them for extra bases, or 4 of them doubles, 5 of them for extra bases, as Adames fouls us back out of play. His double was just a pop-up that hugged the line and right.
Isaac's bread and butter is that fastball, the way he commands a fastball. But in this situation right here, wouldn't surprise me to see a breaking ball try and get Adames to hit the ball on the ground.
Challenge.
Pitch called the ball. Catches challenger. Call's confirmed. Pittsburgh loses their challenge. They have one remaining.
Henry Davis challenges. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Well, Adames moves the runner. 1 out. That was his intent the whole time. Now Chapman, who has struck out looking and flied to left. The tying run at third with 1 out in the 6th inning. Infield in.
This is one of those at bats. Chapman's struggling, try and go for the strikeout from the first pitch on here. Infield pulled in. You want to see if you can get the swing and miss here in a situation like this, where it's a successful at bat if Chapman can just get a fly ball into the outfield. A little bit of an advantage on a ground ball with the infield pulled in like this. So now jumping ahead 0-1. Look for Isaac and Henry to treat the rest of this at bat like an 0-2 count.
Now it is 0-2. Rush to left center. Short hops the wall. Tie game. 4-4. Matt Chapman doubles in Ramos.
And now what they're trying to do right here, 0-2 count. I mean, that's center cut. It looked like Henry wanted the ball down and in. See if they could crowd Chapman, but Isaac misses over the heart of the plate, and even Chapman struggling right now this part of the season. He squared that one up pretty good. Tie ball game here. That's going to be it for Isaac.
3 doubles in the 4 batters that he faces. He retires Adames. Mason Montgomery coming on. Pirates baseball on SNP is presented by UPMC, the official healthcare provider of sports coverage on SNP. And by Barrel Automotive, driven to be better. Rubber match of the series, and a little back and forth as Isaac Matson, a little pat on the back. He gives up back-to-back doubles, got Adames to ground out, but Chapman ties it with the double. And now Mason Montgomery with a runner at second, one out, faces Drew Gilbert. Henry Davis, oh, nice play, Henry Davis.
I thought that was going to be trouble off the bat initially, but Henry Davis does a great job going out and making this play to get the second out of the inning right here. Just a little swing and bunt, but Henry aware of it right away. That's going to stay in fair territory, and falling like that, pretty impressive to be able to make an accurate throw to Spencer at first base to get the out. This is a big at bat right here. Here's Mason Montgomery's numbers, making his 16th appearance, 222 opponent average. But I was saying this is a big at bat right here because left-handers are just 3 for 18 against him. Hasn't had the same type of success against righties. Came in to face the lefty Drew Gilbert, and then 2 lefties to lead at the top of the order for the Giants. But a righty right here, he's got to get this third out.
Grounded to Connor Griffin. On to first. Well done, Mason Montgomery. It's tied now at 4 and on to the 7th. You can stream Pirates games at home or on the go with SNP 360. Just go to getsnp360.com or scan the QR code. Log in with your provider and get direct access to live games, plus all of the Pittsburgh sports content you love. Lazy Seals hanging out.
100%. That's their favorite app.
Pop-up first pitch swinging Nick York on the infield. Keaton Wynn gets York. He got Griffin to ground out to end the 6th. Now Henry Davis facing Keaton Wynn. He pitched a scoreless inning on Friday. Last time up, lined out sharply to left. He's bounced to short. Just the second start for Davis on this road trip. And he can use that on an 0-2 pitch. A single up the middle.
That's big right there, and it comes off the split finger from Keaton Winn. It's been really good for him this year.
And O'Neill Cruz coming to the plate. He's working on a win presented by the Home Depot. See what he's done today.
Yeah, very impressive home run to the opposite field. A high towering home run right off the top of the wall.
Working on a win, working on Winn. Keaton Winn. Might be two. No. A rise to Adames.
Well, you got to credit O'Neill right there for running hard, getting down the line. Not hit all that well. It came off the split finger again from Keaton Winn right here off the end of the bat, but O'Neill with those long strides getting down the line to beat out the backside to extend this inning. And like we were talking about early part of this ball game, let's see if O'Neill tries to get an early read, early jump, steal second base for his second steal of the game.
Tony Vitello going to a lefty in the bullpen. Another look. HN Supermo. Lefty coming on. Well, Brandon Lau has come to the plate 3 times today against the starting pitcher Tyler Mahle and struck out each of those 3 at bats. And now he will face a veteran lefty, Sam Hentges. Got to feel weird for Hentges, who makes his first major league appearance since July 10th, 2024.
That's right. Coming back from 2 surgeries, left shoulder, and then during the rehab assignment with the left shoulder surgery, ended up needing right knee surgery. Like I was talking about with Bubba Chandler, you know, that front leg for a pitcher is very important for not only velocity but also command. And looking at his numbers from his rehab assignments, in 10 rehab assignments, he had 6 walks in 9 1/3. Now falling behind 2-0 here to Brandon Lau.
.68 lefty. Falls behind 3-0. Hentges. Some good years out of the bullpen with Cleveland. Hentges at 6'8". Brandon Lau listed at 5'10". Walks him and brings up Nick Gonzalez.
I like how this is setting up right here. Nick Gonzalez with an RBI opportunity here. We've seen him come through a couple of times, once already in this ball game, but a couple of times on this road trip here. And with Hentges on the mound after the free pass, the first time in a big league ball game in a long time, Nick's looking for a pitch that he can do some real damage with right here, and he may get it first pitch. Got to think Hentges is going to look to try and get ahead here.
Ball one. One ball, one strike on Nick Gonzalez. Pickoff try. Two outs. Gonzalez RBI single in the first. Line to center field as last time. 2-1.
A little bit of gamesmanship going on between Luis Arraez at second base and O'Neill. Not only that pickoff, but Luis kind of stepping in, stepping out, throwing some dirt over at him.
Broken bat, roller to third. The Pirates bench yelling off, as if that throw pulled the first baseman off the bag. Casey Schmidt. You might have heard the field mic yelling off. And they're checking. They will not challenge. 7th inning stretch time. Tied up at 4. Pirates Baseball on SNP is presented by Highmark, the official health plan of the Pirates, because life. Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield. By Cohen Markets, everyone gets 10 cents off per gallon before 9 a.m., no exceptions. By your Western PA Chevy dealer, Chevrolet, the best-selling brand in Pittsburgh. And by Levin Furniture and Mattress, Pittsburgh's #1 furniture and mattress store. Finishing up this road trip, Pirates took 2 of 3 against the Diamondbacks in Phoenix. They lost the opening game of this series at Oracle Park in San Fran Friday. Pounded the Giants last night, and now this one tied at 4. This is how we got here. First inning, and it's Nick Gonzalez with the RBI single to bring home O'Neill Cruz, who had walked and stolen a base. Second inning, and now it's Connor Griffin giving the Pirates a 2-0 lead with his 3rd Major League home run. Giants turn in the 4th inning. They had scored a run in the 3rd off Bubba Chandler. Elliot Ramos hits his 4th home run of the season, and that ties the game at 2. O'Neill Cruz then goes Oppo in the 5th, home run number 10. And then it's Spencer Horwitz to double in Ryan O'Hearn. That made it 4-2. The Giants would score twice in the bottom of the 6th. This Matt Chapman double off Isaac Mattson, bringing home the 2nd run of the inning and the 4th of the game. It's 4-4.
In pretty similar ways, both teams, both offenses have been able to push across their 4 runs. A little bit of slug, a little bit of small ball, both sides situational hitting. You saw the Nick Gonzalez base hit with the runner in scoring position going to the opposite field. The Giants did the same thing. Also some power mixed in. Connor and O'Neill both with impressive home runs of their own right.
Mason Montgomery got the last 2 outs of the 6th. He's got Jung-Hoo Lee and Luis Arraez from this left side. And then a right-handed hitter, Casey Schmidt, who does good work against left-handed pitching. He'll be followed by a lefty batter, Rafael Devers, should it get to that point. Dennis Santana warming for the Pirates. Two and 2. Bounces off the mound, and that's a break for the Pirates. That slowed it down and gets Connor Griffin there.
That's huge right there. Just hitting on the slope of the mound, slowed it down, popped it up a little bit, kept it in the infield, which gave Connor Griffin an opportunity to get over to this. He was moving in that direction. You'll see right here, that's a great angle. But if that doesn't hit the slope and pop up right there, I don't know that Connor would be able to get to it. It was a very fortunate break for the first out of the inning here.
Connor Griffin already homered in this game. Played stellar defense this series. Figured it would come down to this. Pirates again down 5-2 to the Giants on Friday. Pirates scratched out a run in the 9th, but it was pretty much all Giants. They scored 3 in the 7th. Saw Caleb Killian loosening in the bullpen. And again, 13-2 last night. This one nip and tuck. Bottom of the 7th. Arraez hits .245 off lefties. 3-time batting champion Luis Arraez. Almost impossible to strike out, though Evan Sisk was able to do that last night in the 8th inning. He has struck out 7 times all year. And there is Connor Griffin again. Deflection off of Montgomery. And now here's a message from Levin Furniture and Mattress.
Nobody sells Lazy Boy for less than Levin.
Well, again, Casey Schmidt, really good numbers against lefty pitchers. .359 average versus lefties. .903 OPS. Well, maybe Montgomery and Davis say, let's just overpower him. 0-2.
Yeah, he doesn't see a whole lot of 100-mile-an-hour fastballs from lefties like Mason Montgomery has. Stay with it. Climb the ladder right here. He also can go to that back foot slider. 0-2 count. You got some pitches to work with.
Yes, he did. Mason Montgomery, tremendous work. 5 up, 5 down. Head to the 8th inning. Tied at 4. Strikeout ending the top of the 7th. That strikeout presented by Koppers, protecting what matters, preserving the future. He preserves a tie game.
A beautiful job by Mason Montgomery right here, staying with his strength. Not anywhere close to the zone, but Schmidt having to gear up for that plus velocity, 101 miles an hour. Can't hold up.
And now Caleb Killian on the mound for the Giants, facing Ryan O'Hearn.
The Giants still looking for that guy to slot into the closer's role. Killian got his first save a couple of days ago, thrown in 17th, now his 17th game. He's got a nice ERA, obviously not a save situation here. He's got a 4-seamer, sinker, slider, and a curveball. And
off the glove and air, Luis Arraez to begin the 8th inning. A ground ball he cannot handle. Ryan O'Hearn is on.
Thank you very much right here. Looked like got himself in between hop. AHN Super Mode, look at it right there, just over the glove. Luis Arraez trying to make the backhand play there. We'll take it.
It's his first error of the season. Despite the fact that Arraez is listed as one of the better defensive second basemen, according to outs above average, all kinds of numbers you can play with.
I didn't bring my calculator today.
Okay,
Greg.
we won't ask. 1-0 on Osuna. He faced Caleb Killian on Friday and flied out to center field. Ball 3. Spencer Horwitz, who's on deck, had a pinch hit RBI single off Killian in the 9th inning on Friday. Well, some of these guys have seen him once, including Osuna. Four pitches. He's on first and second. No one out in the 8th.
A really nice start to the inning here. Good opportunity for Spencer Horwitz. Have a little more success against Killian, like you mentioned, facing him on Friday night. Killian maybe a little bit frustrated after that play not made to get the first out of the inning. Couldn't find the strike zone on 4 straight.
Remember, Pirates 10 for 22 in runners in scoring position last night.
It's been fun to watch what looks like their approach with runners in scoring position the last week or so.
1 for 4 today.
Let's see if Spencer continues it here. So they'll take their shots till they get 2 strikes, and then they shorten up. Tend to look for the big part of the field.
Here's the RBI. We talked about the pinch hit RBI single by Horwitz in the 9th inning on Friday against this pitcher, Caleb Killian. Brought home O'Neill Cruz. Pirates fell 5-2, and there's a bouncing ball towards short. Going to keep it himself and still have time to get the slow-footed Spencer Horwitz. 2 outs.
Now that's the downside of staying in the big part of the field, is ground balls. If you can't get underneath it, hit it hard, line drives, or fly balls into the outfield, the ground balls up the middle, you are susceptible to the double play. And Adames, knowing the situation, Spencer doesn't run all that well, had time to get over to the bag and make that play himself.
Justin Message going out there to talk strategy here. You've got Connor Griffin on deck, and even though it's Nick York, I mean, Griffin is coming to the plate, Nick York on deck. Don't know whether Brian Reynolds is completely off today or whether Don Kelly told him, hey, we're going to give you the day off, but be ready.
Well, the Giants don't know the answer to that either.
Griffin did a nice job, Matt, at drawing a walk against Killian on Friday.
Well, he did an even better job in the 2nd inning. Today's ball game, he got a first pitch slider, middle part of the plate. Man, he put a great swing on it, hit a rocket out of here. It'd be nice to see another one of those right now.
Oh, would it ever. Runner at third, 2 outs. First base umpire Scott Berry claiming he went. Ball to strike on Griffin. One ball, one strike. And it's 1-2. Hannah maybe sees something in that dugout.
You guys were wondering about Brian Reynolds. He does have batting gloves on and a bat in his hand. Over here in the dugout right now with hitting coach Matt Haig, looking like he's going over a scouting report.
Very helpful, Hannah. Thanks for that.
Yeah, that's good to know. If Connor can find a way on right here, he's got a lot of open real estate in right center field. Look for the slider out over, shoot it that direction.
So that third pitch, two-seamer, was just on the edge of the inside corner. 2-2. Trying to get a chase. 3-2. Might have been the message from Message. Don't give him anything because you got Nick York on deck. Three-two. That pitch was just a little bit low, but couldn't take the chance. Still 3-2 on Connor Griffin.
Yeah, 2 strikes right here. It was in the strike zone most of the way to home plate. Too close not to at least try and foul off.
Another 3-2 to Griffin. And he walked him.
Great at bat right there from Connor Griffin. You know, we marvel over all the things he does athletically, defensively, and at the plate. The home run in the 2nd inning, but at bats like that,
so impressive.
it just shows the maturity of Connor Griffin at 20 years old to be able to take the walk right there in that situation. And with his speed, watch for him to try to get a jump. Rodriguez behind the plate, not going to see him taken off. Struggled with his throws. Brian.
Going to be Brian Reynolds as the pinch hitter.
And even if Connor doesn't try to get a jump right here, just the thought in the back of his mind, maybe it'll get Killian off his game plan here and leave a mistake in the big part of the hitting zone for Brian Reynolds. Put a crooked number up there. That'd be really nice.
Ball 1. Reynolds 1 for 7 in this series, 3 hits and 17 at bats on this road trip. He bats for Nick York. Now on deck is Henry Davis, and the options are quite limited if you're thinking about somebody off the bench, down to Jared Triolo and Billy Cook and Joey Bart, who of course would come in to catch. 2-0. In the air to left. Hired Strand a couple. Tied at 4, going to the bottom of the 8th inning. Still 4-all, bottom of the 8th inning in San Fran. On the UPMC scoreboard, Pirates baseball is presented by UPMC, the official healthcare provider of sports coverage on SNP. We saw Billy Cook taking over in left field for Nick York, and now it's Dennis Santana to try and keep this game tied.
You see the numbers for Santana right there, 3.78 ERA, looking to get him back on track. He was really good, had a .69 ERA, 13 innings, just 1 earned run in his first 13 appearances to start the season. Last 4 have not been as good, so looking to get him back on track, keep this a tie ball game going into the top of the 9th here.
Ball's behind 2-0 on Rafael Devers, who's 3 for 6 lifetime versus Santana. There's a strike. Anything you've seen at all from Santana? His velocity seems to be about on track. Maybe this breaking ball not as sharp.
Yeah, breaking ball just hasn't been quite as sharp. You know, it's every pitcher, relievers especially, they kind of have some peaks and valleys throughout the course of the season. And, you know, the first 2 or 3 weeks when he was really good, he was being used all the time. So I'm wondering if maybe just a little bit of that usage has caught up to him and he lost a little bit of the kind of the crispness to the breaking ball especially.
Fly ball to right, hit deep. O'Hearn back. Hits hard off the bricks. And into second base with a double.
And that's case in point right there. That's the slider from Dennis Santana that was so good the first couple of weeks of the season. And just leaves this one up. And the Pirates are catching a break right here from Rafael Devers. Now, he did get to second base. He got a double out of it. But he was admiring. I think he thought he got all of that. And you see him admiring it, watching right there, not getting out of the box. And then he had to get on his horse rounding first base just to get a double out of this. O'Neal Cruz, again, does a great job going over and getting the ricochet off the bricks and getting the baseball in. But that should have at least been a triple.
Tony Vitello, the manager of the Giants, out to ask them to get together.
The ruling on the field is the ball is in play. We will do a crew chief review for a potential home run.
It's the crew chief, Scott Berry.
They're going to have him take a look at it, but I think it's going to stand. It looked like it landed on one of the letters of Levi's landing right there. Yeah, right on the L, the bottom of the L. So that's in play. Watch right here. Just a big ricochet. O'Neal Cruz, again, does a great job. He's gotten so much better out in the outfield.
After new call is confirmed, runner will stay at second base. The ball is in play.
Doubles and back-to-back at-bats for Devers. Might be catching fire.
Yeah, I was hoping the Pirates would get out of here before he did. You knew it was just a matter of time for him. I think the same thing. Willy Adames and Matt Chapman are both going to catch fire, but hopefully the Pirates can sneak out of here today with a win and let them get hot later.
Ramos has had 3 really strong at-bats today. Lined out to center field in the second inning against Bubba Chandler. Homered off Chandler in the 4th, his 4th of the year, and then doubled to right in the 6th. One ball, one strike. Time called. Stays 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bubba Chandler went 5, gave up 2 runs on 5 hits. Isaac Madsen, 3 hits, got 1 out, 2 runs. Montgomery. Fly ball right center. O'Hearn coming on, makes the catch. 1 down.
Yeah, Santana staying with a fastball there against Ramos. Just doesn't look like he's comfortable with a breaking ball right now.
That is Joel Peguero. So the Pirates can keep this tie game. Got a real good shot in the 9th. Peguero will be just his 3rd outing this season. Activated on Tuesday off a rehab. Ball 1. Just getting up, Gregory Soto. Left side, tough play, Connor Griffin. And it's 1st and 2nd, a hit for Adames.
Connor does a nice job even making this close right here, going back into the hole and kind of make as long of a throw as any shortstop will have to make. Just impressive getting over to it right there. But the natural grass here, you don't get that skip like you would if we were on turf. The last series in Arizona, that might have been a different result there, but Dennis Santana can now get Matt Chapman to ground into a ground ball, double play to get out of this inning. Couple of things that fortunate break for the Pirates. Devers very easily should have had a triple if he's running out of the box with that ricochet, the way the ball came off the wall. And then he most likely would have scored on the next at bat, would have been a sac fly.
So look at that play, different angle.
That would have taken an unbelievable throw to get him.
Yeah, I think the only chance you got is if your 3rd baseman has a chance to cut it off. There's no way a shortstop makes that play.
Yeah.
So Justin, the Pirates pitching coach, Bill Murphy, goes out there, slows things down, and it's Matt Chapman who doubled into the left center field gap in the 6th to drive in a run. 1st and 2nd. 1 out. Chapman 2 for 5 with a walk in past matchups against Dennis Santana. Looking for a ground ball. 2-0.
First 2 pitches here, 2 seam fastballs from Santana. He's trying to get that ground ball.
Two-1 off the umpire's mask. Chapman has hit into 4 double plays, 2nd on the team behind Devers. Giants are 4 for 10 today with men in scoring position. Oh boy, 3-1. Two pitch just a little bit up out of the zone. 3-2 on Chapman. Bryce Aldridge, who hit his first major league home run last night, surprisingly not in the lineup today, but he's got a bat. 3-2. Shallow right, long run. O'Hearn gets there. Ryan O'Hearn stayed with it. for the second out. That looked like it was going to drop.
It sure did. Looked like that was going to be trouble off the bat. O'Hearn playing pretty deep out in right field. That ball just slicing away from him and dying as it was going out. But again, the first step from Ryan O'Hearn has been so impressive for a guy that there was a lot of concern about him out in the outfield. He's looking pretty good.
Makes the play, and now Don Kelly going to go to Gregory Soto here in the 8th inning with 2 on and 2 outs. Two outs, bottom of the 8th inning. Giants. Drew Gilbert coming to the plate, and that Ryan O'Hearn play. The ball hit by Matt Chapman in shallow right. Keeps the game tied. Now Gregory Soto.
See the numbers for Gregory Soto making his 20th appearance. First one since Thursday, the last game in Arizona. And that opponent average 0.97 there at the bottom of your screen. That's the best amongst all Major League Baseball for relievers.
It is Drew Gilbert. Ground ball first. One pitch and the final out of the 8th for Gregory Soto. Head to the 9th inning in San Francisco. Final game of the trip, tied at 4. After the game, Pirates head home back to the Berg. Off day Monday, and they open up the series against the Rockies at PNC Park Tuesday night. Paul Skeens will start for the Pirates against veteran Michael Lorenzen. Our coverage for that one starts right here at 5:30 on Sportsnet Pittsburgh. Henry Davis leads off the ninth against Joel Peguero.
There's Peguero's numbers on the season, just making his third appearance. Spent a little bit of time on the IL this year, but he's got a live right arm, 99 to 100 mile an hour fastball. He's also got a really good slider.
Made his big league debut with these Giants last year. 17 appearances, so this is 20th major league outing in a tie game in the ninth inning. His third appearance this season, and it's not close. 3-0.
Does he remind you of anybody, Brownie? I'm getting some very serious Solomon Torres vibes.
Wow, that's a good one. Good comp. Real good comp. Solomon Torres, the former Pirate closer who lives in the Pittsburgh area. 3-0. Very much so. Strike. Last year, a 2.42 ERA for Peguero. He walked 8 in 22 innings last year. 100. The outer third, and Davis comes up empty. Ten rehab appearances in the minors for Peguero. 5 runs in 9 1/3 innings. Walked him, and the Pirates have the go-ahead runner on.
That's a good start right there. Anytime late in the ball game, leadoff walk. Anytime you can get that, you gotta love it. It feels like being on the opposite side of it too many times. Anytime that leadoff guy was walked for whatever reason, felt like it always came back to bite you.
Well, if he squares one up here, this would go a long, long way. Now the third baseman, Chapman, playing about 3 steps in on the grass. About halfway between third and second. Backs up a little bit. 1 ball, 1 strike. Now that was it right there too.
He wants that one back.
100 down the middle.
Yeah, this is center cut right here. O'Neill puts a big swing on it.
Ooh, that's a loud sound. Hits that mitt. Woo, 101. Oh man. They don't have any challenges. 2 balls, 1 strike. My goodness. That is power against power. 2-2.
I have a feeling we're going to see the slider on this one.
And in the air to left. First out in the 9th. That is Dylan Smith loosening. Interesting. Somebody loosening in the bullpen, a right-hander in this moment. Brandon Lau now. Lau 0 for 3 with a walk. Struck out his first 3 at-bats against Tyler Mahle. Mahle went 5 2/3, gave up 4 runs. Pirates have had base runners since, but not cracked the scoreboard since. Caleb Killian, despite 2 walks. Scoreless 8th inning. Runner at first is Henry Davis. 1 ball, 1 strike on Brandon Lowe. 10 homers on the year. Two and 1. Lowe came in with a .953 OPS, 4th highest in the league, slugging .585, also 4th best in the National League. Three and 1.
In the driver's seat right here. He's got to know he's going to get a 100-mile-an-hour fastball right now. Look for something up.
One up.
Yep, he got it just underneath it.
In his early career, lefties hitting .323 against Peguero. Lifted toward the line and left, long run. Ramos is out of play. Came into the 10th inning twice last year. So the 3rd time he's coming in a close late game situation. Joel Peguero. Another 3-2 pitch. Another foul. That one 102.
That's hard. Even the slider, 92.
Yeah. Davis at first, 1 out, tie game in the 9th. Another 3-2 pitch to Lowe. Ground ball, second. They get 1. They will not turn 2. A rise to Adames, 2 down. He races Davis.
Fortunately, that one hit to a rise left over there, which slowed him down. That's a hard double play to turn. Got to give a little bit of credit to Brandon Lowe getting down the line the way he did.
Nick Gonzalez 1 for 4. RBI first inning single. And a ground ball to short. Pirates have to hope for extra innings. Go to the bottom of the 9th inning, tied at 4. It's 4-all. That's Bill Murphy under the hood. Pitching coach talking to Don Kelly, going to the bottom of the 9th inning. And that is the rookie skipper, Tony Vitello, who's hoping to watch his first career walk-off here in San Francisco. The former college coach, Gregory Soto, trying to get it to the 10th. It's Jesus Rodriguez, and then the top of the order, the lefty hitters, Jung-Hoo Lee and Luis Arias. Soto got Drew Gilbert to ground out the first pitch in the 8th inning, the only pitch he threw in the 8th.
It'll be interesting to see what happens. We got to get there, but if Soto can have a scoreless bottom of the 9th inning and the Pirates score in the top of the 10th, who the Pirates and Donnie Kelly will go to for the bottom of the 10th. It only took one pitch to get Gilbert from Soto in the 8th inning, so don't know if they would want him to go back out there for the bottom of the 10th or not, have 2 ups, or hopefully get an opportunity to see.
Griffin, 1 down. One out, bottom of the 9th. Now Jung-Hoo Lee. Lee doubled and scored the first run for the Giants in the 3rd inning. Had a bunt hit in the 5th. On that play, Bubba Chandler, the pitcher, went over toward the line to grab it and threw past first base. Went as a hit and an error. And though Chandler would continue and finish that inning, he did not come out for the 6th. Pirates saying that had nothing to do with any kind of an injury issue. So that's good news. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2-1. After Chandler went 5. And 3-1 on Jung-Hoo Lee. Isaac Matson struggled, facing 4 batters, got 1 out. No swing. Mason Montgomery did a tremendous job. 1 2/3, 5 up, 5 down. 3-1 pitch. 3-2. Dennis Santana faced 4 batters, gave up 2 hits in the 8th, and Soto came on to get the last out of the 8th. Trying to get 2 more outs here in the 9th. Struck him out looking.
That's a big pitch right there from Soto. Made him aware of the fastball up and in a couple of pitches earlier, and then he gets the 2nd strike on the inner 3rd, drops this in there to freeze Lee. That's a beautiful pitch.
Now Luis Arias taking all the way in a strike. It's almost like he prefers hitting with 2 strikes.
He just sees the ball so deep. I don't know if he prefers it, but he's certainly not uncomfortable.
He
Like
acts
a lot
like
of guys get uncomfortable
Yeah,
with
I
2
mean,
strikes.
He takes that first pitch a lot, and now 2 strikes. It just doesn't bother him in the least. Fly ball to right. And O'Hearn jumps up and makes the catch. That's Brian O'Hearn handling right field just fine. And now they're going to hold the proceedings to see if they want to challenge.
They think it went off the wall?
Nope. We're going extras here in San Fran.
Clean.
Yes, let's go. Four, top of the 10th. Gregory Soto back in there talking to Sidney Bayo, the assistant pitching coach. The last play, ball to right. O'Hearn.
Makes it look easy out there. This is not an easy right field for defenders.
But you have to make that call too, right? Whether to back off.
Yeah.
And now he leads off with a runner at second base, and he pulls his foul. That runner, Nick Gonzalez, extra innings. The automatic runner at second. Facing Joel Peguero. Said they've had some traffic on the bases. The Pirates have left 8 men on, and Johan Ramirez loosing, ready to pitch the bottom of the 10th. See if it becomes a save situation. On the road, you try and get at least that one. You really prefer multiple runs. Weekly hit to short, that will at least move the runner.
And not what he was trying to do right there, but a productive at bat nonetheless to get Nick Gonzalez over to third base with less than 2 outs.
And by the way, extra innings, if you don't have any challenges left, you get one. So both the Pirates and the Giants were out of challenges. They get one in extras. Pirates had 1 left. That carries over. If you don't have any, you get 1, and that's what is the situation with the Giants. Here's Osuna. That got him. Just barely clipped him. Hit by pitch. Brings up Horwitz. Chance at a redeemer for Spencer Horwitz.
Just right off the guard.
Horwitz hit into the double play with runners at first and second. Nobody out in the 8th. Had an RBI double in the 6th. Trying to hoist the cone with runners at the corners. Get at least 1 in. Infield at double play depth, of course. out of play. We've had the cone. It's traveled with us. Phoenix, it worked, winning 2 of 3. Here, winning last night big. And I guess I'll ask you to hold on to it now for a special.
I'll keep it safe, but I'm
gonna
ready
hoist
to lift
it?
it.
Okay.
Yeah.
0-2. Told some people had trouble bringing traffic cones into this ballpark. Some were turned away.
Really?
Yeah. 0-2 the count on Horwitz, and now it calls time.
Well, that's really disappointing to hear.
You know how you make an organization pay for that, don't you?
I sure do.
Don't bring cones into this ballpark? Okay. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
We got 1 in.
Yep. Mother's Day wristband on it too. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2-2. Still 2 balls, 2 strikes. Line to right center field. You don't bring cones in. We'll move the traffic along. Hoist the cone. Spencer Horwitz, a 2-run double into the right center field gap. Hoist it, Matt Capps.
Oh, it is being hoist. Spencer and Marcel.
Yes, hoist it.
Marcel. Oh, that was so much fun. I was watching Marcel on his horse rounding second base, and then Tony Beasley with a late send. Hanging slider, split the gap in right field. Beautiful swing right there from Spencer Horwitz, coming through again. That's a great visual right there. You see all that open real estate right center field here at Oracle Park. He finds it perfectly.
Second double of the game for Horwitz. Pirates take the 2-run lead. Hoist it and look for more. Yes, sir. Hoisting the cone.
I love this thing.
We snuck that thing in. They didn't know it.
Yes, we did.
Look for more here at the top of the 10th. .6-4 Pirates. Here's Connor Griffin now against Dylan Smith. With 1 out. And a strike called. Bucks lead by 2. Griffin homered his first time up. And lifts this one to shallow right. 2 outs. Jung-Hoo Lee. Horwitz, the 2-run double to score the automatic runner, Nick Gonzalez and Marcell Ozuna, who had been hit by the pitch. Dylan Smith recalled from AAA Sacramento earlier today. Came over from the Tigers the end of March. He made his major league debut with Detroit last season. Billy Cook first at bat today. And he pops it up on the infield. Arias makes the catch. So we'll go to the bottom of the 10th inning. Pirates lead 6-4. .6-4 Pirates lead going to the bottom of the 10th inning, and time for the North Star Chevrolet Buick and GMC star of the game. It is Spencer Horwitz, the big double into the right center field gap.
Beautiful. We got a hanging slider, split the defenders out right center field. Look at the big bear around in third, coming across for the second run there.
And hoisted the cone, and a couple of big bears there.
You think so?
Yeah. Well, now Yohan Ramirez.
Let's keep the smiles going.
He's going to try and earn the save.
Nice.
And here's Bryce Eldridge to lead off as a pinch hitter with the automatic runner Luis Arraez at second.
See the numbers on the year for Yohan, and he's looking for a repeat of what he did April 25th against the Milwaukee Brewers. Had a perfect 10th inning for his 8th career save, looking for his second one on the season right now today.
His first save, interesting to note, was April the 25th in Milwaukee. The Pirates scored 3 runs in the top of the 10th to take a 6-3 lead over the Brewers, and Yohan Ramirez retired William Contreras, Jake Bauers, and Tyler Black in order, 1, 2, 3 to earn the save in the bottom of the 10th. And he starts off this outing very similar with a couple of quick strikes.
A couple of really nice looking breaking balls from Yohan right there. Eldridge hit a fastball off Braxton Ashcraft yesterday for the home run at 98 miles an hour, actually in off the plate.
Yes. 3 pitches. Good morning, good afternoon, good night to Bryce Eldridge, who hit his first major league home run yesterday.
Yeah, sleep tight trying to hit that breaking ball. All 3 of those curveballs were sharp and well placed.
2 more outs to get. Rafael Devers starting to heat up now. Doubled in back-to-back at bats. Johan Ramirez's mom, Yolanda, might be watching on this Mother's Day. Oh, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Man, stay with that curveball today. It is working right now.
Gregory Soto, 4 up, 4 down. His game to win. The Pirates trying to go 4-2 on this West swing to Phoenix and San Fran. 2-1. 3-1. Did he go? No. Two on, 1 out. Here's Elliot Ramos.
All right, now what you want right here, brings the go-ahead run, the winning run to the plate, but Johan's got that curveball working right now. See if he can keep it down in the zone, get a ground ball here from Ramos. Ramos' home run in the 4th inning, I think it was a hanging slider.
I think so.
For Bubba Chandler.
Yeah, it was that 4th inning at bat for Ramos. He is 1 for 5 against Johan Ramirez in his career. Big strike 1. On deck is Willy Adames. Adames 2 for 8 in his career. You really would love to see a ground ball here at an infielder. Chopper. Be a tough play. Connor Griffin handles it so smoothly to get the out, but both runners move up, so a base hit can tie it. 2 outs.
Now, unfortunately, chopped off the plate right here and over the head of Johan Ramirez, so he had no play to get the double play, but get the out. Situation like that, get the out. Connor Griffin certainly did, played it well. Again, showing that poise and composure.
So Christian Koss will pinch run at second for Devers. Good to see that Koss is okay. By the way, he was hit by a pitch in the helmet last night.
Yeah, that was scary. Fastball that got away from Cam Sanders and got him right in the ear. Face guard part of that helmet.
Line drive, left field, base hit, and this will tie it as the ball is spiked into the ground by Billy Cook. Game-tying 2-run single by Willy Adames. Tied up.
Yeah, fastball up out of the zone. You got to tip your cap right there to Adames. Good piece of hitting to get on top of that and not pop it up. Looked like Billy Cook was going to try to throw home, but wisely shuts it down and fortunately didn't yank it all the way into right field on the throw there. Brandon Lau able to get to it, but to keep Willy Adames at first base, not let him get into scoring position with 2 outs.
Oh, Chapman hit by the pitch. Now the winning run goes to scoring position. And Drew Gilbert a chance to win it. Gilbert 0 for 4 in this game. Ball 1. Gilbert trying to get home Adames to win it.
Oh, no.
And he hits him. And now they're loaded. And the batter is Jesus Rodriguez.
Not a huge statistical advantage with having a runner at third base compared to second base as far as scoring position goes, but where my mind goes to, the breaking ball, it's been really good for Johan, and now you got to worry about a wild pitch allowing the winning run to cross home plate. Doesn't mean Johan can't go to the curveball, but a little more hesitant to really bury it.
Bill Murphy takes the slow walk. He struck out Bryce Eldridge on 3 pitches, and then he walked Devers. Got Ramos to put the ball on the ground. Adames, the 2-run single, and now back-to-back hit by pitches, Chapman and Gilbert, and the rookie Jesus Rodriguez with a chance to win it. Jesus Rodriguez. Starting catcher today, recalled Monday from the minors. Ball 1. 2 outs. No place to put him. Adames, the winning run, 90 feet away. An important first strike.
That's another good breaking ball right there. Way out of the zone.
One ball, 2 strikes. Johan Ramirez trying to dig deep, get the Pirates to the 11th inning.
Come on, get him right here.
He does. Not happy that he allows the 2 runs that tied it, but he does get the Pirates out of it and on to the 11th. 6-6. Bryce Eldridge takes over at first base. He pinch hit in the bottom of the 10th. And that strikeout of Jesus Rodriguez ending the bottom of the 10th. And Billy Cook, excellent speed, is the automatic runner at second. The batter for the Pirates is Henry Davis against Dylan Smith. And a wild pitch. Just going to say, get the cones out again.
I'm ready for it, Brownie. WP on the scorecard right there. Gets Billy Cook over to third base. Now they get a run across with a deep fly ball.
Talk about how important it is to score multiple runs if you can on the road in extra innings. Case in point, Giants scored 2 in the bottom of their inning. Just on the edge. 1 ball, 1 strike. Two and 1. Henry Davis, a ground single up the middle in the 7th inning, walked leading off the 9th. Three and 1. Dylan Smith making his Giants debut today. And ball 4. And again, keep in mind, this is a guy who threw only 7 games all of last year in the big leagues with Detroit. O'Neill Cruz. His 5th inning at bat against Tyler Mahle.
And it was impressive too. Going to the opposite field here at Oracle Park. Not an easy park to hit a home run out of. A high towering home run from O'Neill.
Meeting on the mound. And Tony Vitello, rookie skipper. Ryan Borucki is going to come in.
I was about to say I hadn't seen the move. He just made it to bring in Borucki. Borucki was standing at the door waiting.
Well, this move backfired last night. Let's see what happens today. Six, top of the 11th. They're bringing the old sledgehammer back of the days when Mike Rambo Diaz and company had that on the on-deck circle. Ryan Borucki.
Well, hopefully Cruz can drop the hammer down on Borucki. You mentioned it backfiring last night. It got him last night. Last 4 games for Ryan Borucki have been a struggle. He's got a .429 batting average against with an 8.10 ERA in his last 4 outings.
Ball one. It was in the 5th inning last night. The Giants brought in Borucki to face Cruz. And he singled. Later stole a base, scored a run. Had 3 hits last night. On base twice today. Walk and a homer. No one out, 1st and 3rd.
Just clipping the bottom right there, but not getting the call for Borucki and the Giants. Remember, in extra innings, even though they lost their 2 challenges early, they've got 1.
2-2 on Cruz. Struck him out. And Borucki. Comeback. In the 11th.
He decides to stay with the fastball there. 95-mile-an-hour 2-seam fastball from Ryan Borucki with a little bit of sink just to get underneath the barrel of the bat of O'Neill.
Lau tripled off him last night. Lau 3 for 13 in his career against Ryan Borucki. Two balls and a strike. Nick Gonzalez on deck.
Frisco ball, catcher's challenger. Call's confirmed. San Francisco loses their challenge. They have none remaining for the center.
Two balls, one strike. And now it's 3-1.
Good pitch from Borucki right there. A 3-1 count. It's a fastball count. Lau was certainly looking for the heater right there and had him way out in front on the breaking ball.
Lau calls time. Lefty's hitting just 192 against Borucki. 5 for 26. And that 5th hit, that triple by Lau last night into the right center gap. Runner goes from first. And that's going to be a double play to end the top of the 11th inning. 6-6 ball game, and that's the risk there. You take off. Henry Davis took off for second.
Almost rewarded with Adames having to go over to cover the bag with Henry Davis running, but not hit far enough away from second base to where Willy Adames was able to get over and catch the line drive. That was a tough break for the Pirates.
And now the automatic runner at second base, a chance to win it. Jung-Hoo Lee against Johan Ramirez. First pitch strike. I saw that even though he's a catcher, Jesus Rodriguez runs pretty well. One ball, one strike. Johan Ramirez gave up 2 runs, 1 earned in the 10th. One ball, 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strike pitch. That's going to be out of play.
Tried to climb the ladder right there with a fastball. The curveball's been really good for Johan. See if he goes back to it right here. Change the eye level of the hitter. A strikeout would be huge with Luis Arraez on deck. One of, if not the best barrel control guys in baseball. You can pitch him a little more carefully.
Does the job and gets that winning run to third. It won't be unusual, but do you think about walking Arraez?
I think I absolutely would.
Because you got a guy in Eldridge, the rookie, on deck. You could pitch to him, try and strike him out. You said the barrel control guy, Arraez, likely to put it in play, and he will be walked intentionally.
Yeah, I like this move right here. Now, instead of having the infield in, you can set the infield back, double play depth. They've got a better chance of getting 2 ground balls. Yeah, Rice's run doesn't mean anything, so put him on there. And, I mean, you could even think about walking Eldridge here too.
Christian Koss was the pinch runner. Right now he's currently in the lineup. Eldridge just up this week. His first taste in the major leagues at his first career home run last night. 21-year-old, top prospect in the Giants system. Looking for his first career walk-off in the big leagues.
I'd probably walk him now. 1-0 count, just to set the defense back, double play depth. They still got the right side of the infield in.
2-0, maybe trying to get a chase. And now, of course, if you're the Pirates, you think Johan Ramirez, does he have enough control to walk a guy? He's come in, comes and goes. 2-0. 3-0. Whether he's trying to do this or not, we don't know.
Well, that's the danger, and probably what the Pirates staff is thinking.
Yeah, they are going to walk him.
Yeah. Now, falling behind 3-0, absolutely. Go ahead and put him on. But yeah, I'd have thought about it before the bat even started. Go ahead and put him on, load the bases. Now you got to force out at all 4 bases. But also, Koss coming up to the plate, right on right. That curveball has been the best pitch for Johan.
And again, Bill Murphy comes out. Talk strategy.
This may be a message for everybody, not just Johan. Go out, calm Johan down. Hey, execute a pitch here. You're 1 pitch away.
Christian Koss is 4 for 10 in his career with the bases loaded with 1 grand slam. Christian Koss trying to win it.
Drop that curveball in right here. Koss is most likely going to be aggressive.
And you're right, and the infield is in. Trying to cut the run off the plate rather than play back. And a bunt try and is that a foul?
Yeah.
Wow. Looked like it might be a wild pitch to win the game. Instead, he got his bat on the ball. 0-2. Oh.
And this looked like it was a little squeeze attempt, and you know, with it being the sweeper, the breaking ball from Johan Ramirez, I'm not sure he was trying to go up and in, but in situations like this, as a pitcher, when you feel like it's a squeeze attempt and you see the late square, they tell you to throw the ball up and in, see if you can get him to pop it up.
1-2. Winning run, Rodriguez at third. Fights it off, rolled to third, throw to the plate. They get out number 2. Nick Gonzalez. 2 away in the 11th.
Boy, that is huge right there. Sinking fastball in on the hands of Koss. Broke his bat. Nick Gonzalez, I mean, off the bat, he thought it was going to be trouble just because of where it was hit, where Nick Gonzalez had to go. Not hit hard enough really for Connor. Actually, watching the replay, maybe it was, but Nicky G does a great job getting over to it and delivering a strike to Henry Davis, who played it perfectly, playing like a first baseman, not trying to turn 2 there, just get the out.
Ball 1 now. Ramirez maybe wanted to challenge that. Luis Arraez now the winning run at third. Ground ball. Wow. Johan Ramirez has done it. The great escape gets the Pirates to the 12th here in San Francisco, tied at 6. Brother. 6-6, top of the 12th inning. Johan Ramirez, pat on the back from his pitching coach, Bill Murphy. Huh.
Yeah. Johan Houdini Ramirez. I mean, wow. Talked about his curveball the first inning of work and going to the two-seam fastball to get out of a jam there. Got the ground ball to Nick Gonzalez and the little comebacker to him. That was awesome.
Here's Nick Gonzalez against Borucki. Padres walked it off in 10 at home against the Cardinals. The Brewers walked it off at home against the Yankees. They sweep that series in Milwaukee. The Cubs were shut out in Texas 3-0, and the Reds were winners. Justin Lawrence going to pitch the bottom of this inning. No swing. One ball, one strike. Broken bat roller. Matt Chapman spins, throws. What a play. What a play by Matt Chapman, the 5-time Gold Glover.
Yeah, really nice right over there, Brownie. You know, one to take the hit away from Nick Gonzalez, but also to keep Brandon Lau at second base.
Now Ryan O'Hearn. O'Hearn faced Borucki last night and flied out. And a ground ball to short. 2 outs. Lau to third. And the batter, Marcell Ozuna. And he'll be walked intentionally.
Wow, okay.
The question, does Horwitz bat? Saw Jared Triolo with a bat in the dugout. Yeah, they're going to let Horwitz bat. 2 doubles today for Horwitz. The first one against the starter Tyler Mahle in the 6th, an RBI double. Brought in O'Hearn, and then the 10th inning, 2-run double. Joel Peguero. Connor Griffin on deck. Two outs. Strike called. First time Horwitz has ever faced Borucki. Three and one. Bases are loaded with bucks for Connor Griffin.
And this is what you were talking about in the bottom of the last inning. What inning are we in? The 12th, the bottom of the 11th inning. The fear of putting a guy on in situations like this, like they just did with Marcell Ozuna, as it puts pressure on the pitcher to throw strikes. And now a good opportunity here for Connor Griffin and the Pirates.
Pirates just 2 for 14 with men in scoring position today. Justin Message, the former Pirates bullpen coach. And now pinch runner Jared Triolo will pinch run for Marcell Ozuna at second. Connor Griffin. This is the 2nd inning home run, his 3rd in the major leagues. Came off the starter and veteran Tyler Mahle. He has struck out, grounded out, walked, and flied out since the home run. Ball one. What a big situation for young Connor Griffin.
And we talked about on his walk in the 8th inning too, just the quality of that at bat. Laid off some close pitches.
1-1. Also came in a .323 hitter in these situations with men in scoring position. Line drive caught by Chapman. The Pirates leave them loaded. Going to the bottom of the 12th, tied at 6. Oh, it looked like Connor Griffin might sneak it past Matt Chapman. Pitch that was in on him. Pirates leave them loaded. And now it's Justin Lawrence.
You see the numbers for Lawrence, 16 games through here on Friday night. And wants to forget that one, looking for a bounce back outing for Justin Lawrence here.
Yeah, Lawrence faced 4 batters in the 7th inning Friday night. Gave up a hit to Willy Adames. Elliot Ramos doubled. Drew Gilbert singled in a run, and then he hit the next batter, and that was it for him. Here is Adames with the winning run now. Elliot Ramos at second, the automatic runner. When Lawrence is on,
Yeah, he is
can
tough to
be
hit.
as tough as anybody. Almost offered. Adames wanted him to check even before out of the reversal. Appeal. 1 ball, 1 strike. It's Adames and Matt Chapman. Both teams now have left 13 men on base.
It looked like they had him here, but Lau wasn't at the bag. The inside move from Justin Lawrence just to check on Ramos.
Adames 1 for 6 in his career against Lawrence. 3-1. Still 3-2. Another 3-2 pitch from Lawrence. This was outside.
It's a good fastball right here from Justin Lawrence. 97 miles an hour. Adames looked like he was sitting on that breaking ball, but was able to get a little piece of that one.
Pulled this foul, not by much. So still 3-2 on Willy Adames. Adames 3 hits in this ball game.
See, they're going after him with that breaking ball from Justin Lawrence.
Struck him out.
Even better velocity right there at 98 miles an hour. Because it was up and in, it was hard for Adames. It was impossible for Adames to get extended, get a little piece of it. Tied him up there. Nice pitch. That's big.
And now Matt Chapman. Hit by a pitch his last time up against Johan Ramirez. Chapman had an RBI double in the 6th inning against Isaac Mattson. Drops a sweeper in there, 1 ball, 1 strike. One and 2. 97. If it goes to the 13th, J.T. Brubaker, the former Pirate, would pitch for the Giants. In here to right, a long run. O'Hearn in the corner. That's a fair ball. Off his glove. And now the winning run is at 3rd.
Well, we've talked about Ryan O'Hearn and how good his defense has been out in right field. He had to go a long way, and you can tell by the shadows right there. The sun right in his eyes, battling the elements, wind, sun, and all of the above.
And the sideball too, right?
Yeah,
Matt?
that was tough, but a fortunate break for the Pirates. That's some bad base running from Ramos right there. He went back to the bag to try and tag. If he's playing that correctly, he's halfway. He scores easily on that, but not sure why he was trying to tag with 1 out already, getting to 3rd base with 2 outs. Not a huge benefit, so deciding to walk Gilbert right here, set up the double play, a force at any bag. Hopefully that's something the Pirates can capitalize on.
Infield shortens up, intentional walk, bases loaded. Jesus Rodriguez at the plate. And this is going to win it. It looks like, although O'Hearn doesn't think about throwing to the plate, too late. If O'Hearn throws to the plate right away, they might have a shot. But he didn't realize it until too late, and the Giants walk it off.
Again, bad base running from Ramos right there, going back. It's kind of caught in between, and Ryan O'Hearn, when he realized he couldn't catch it, just fielded it on the bounce, thinking I've got no chance at all, when he actually did. But that's a tough 12th inning right here for the Pirates. Opportunities in the top half of the inning, couldn't capitalize on it. Then to lose it right here. Man, what a ball game. Back and forth, early lead.
Here's the play again.
Again, a good fastball from Justin Lawrence up and in, and What I was talking about right here at the bottom of your screen, Ramos caught in between, so he either needs to go back and get on the bag and tag, have leverage pushing off the base if the ball is caught, or be halfway. With it being that shallow, if Ryan O'Hearn was able to make the catch, you know, he probably wouldn't have scored, but just caught in between right there, and unfortunately, Ryan O'Hearn did not see it, fielded it on the bounce, and didn't come up throwing right away. That's a tough way to end the ball game.
That's a tough finish to the road trip. The Giants take 2 of 3 and their first walk-off of the season. The Pirates settle for a 3-3 road trip to Phoenix and San Francisco. The marathon game ends with the base hit for the rookie Jesus Rodriguez to score Elliot Ramos. And in 12 innings, the Giants win it 7-6. So it's on to Pittsburgh for the home opener, the opener of the homestand.